Let me preface this video by saying, I was not successful in this mission before the 30-day timer on my ocean pack ran out. There very well could be, and very likely is, a more time-efficient and effective way to complete this mission. Please comment if you know of a better way to complete this, as my goal is to inform, not mislead my fellow Fishing Planet players. This was merely my personal experience.
Hello everybody and welcome to another video. It's Mr. Cranky Pants, and today we're going to talk about the Kaiji no Rehunt Squid Chain mission. Now this mission is later on in the mission chain, and it's quite difficult, I gotta say it. The goal is to catch a 77.2 pound unique mahi-mahi. And the catch is you have to do it with a squid chain and trolling octopus. Alright, let's take a quick look at the rewards. So for the lure, we got a trolling octopus 2.5 ounce 6/0. And the squid chain is a 6-inch or 5.9 inches or whatever. I don't know. They say size doesn't matter, but well, we won't go there. I've often found that the rewards are good indicators of what lures you need to catch the target fish. So that gave me kind of a clue. Anyway, let's take a look at the gear that I actually had. Let's take all this off so they're all together. I had a 7/0 version. I'm not sure if I got this through the DLC or as a reward for one of the other quests leading up to this one, or I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. I didn't buy it, I can tell you that much. So there's a 7/0 and a 3/0, and then there's a bigger squid chain that matches the purple one, and then there's a yellow one, or a greenish one, chartreuse, whatever you want to call it, that matches the 3/0 version. Now the 3/0 version is not optimal. It's too light for this rod, and it really doesn't cast very good. It's about a 40-foot cast, and then you gotta manually open the bail, let the line out, and it's kind of a pain in the rear. So I did, and it also catches a lot of smaller fish. Like I caught many more fish with this lure than with the purple one, but they were small. They were like 14 to 17 pounds quite often, and that's not good. It's just a waste of time. So the purple one, honestly, I think is better. You got to do it in that order because it filters out all those smaller mahis, and the idea is to catch the big one, right? Unfortunately, my Kaiji no Ri 30 days is up, and I can't show you the map in real time. I really wish I could, but I can't, so I have a still shot. Now mahi-mahi are all over this map. They're along here, they're over here, they're up here, they're way up here in the north, they're down south. They're literally all the way around the island. You just have to find them. They're surface fish, so they're going to be light blue on your sonar, and once you start catching them in certain areas, you'll get the hang of it. Now the key is to catch them on the leeward side of the island. Earlier on in the quest chain, they tell you that they bite on the leeward side from the wind. So if the wind, in this case, it's coming from the east, it's going from east to west, you'd want to fish on the west side. If it were coming from the west, you'd want to fish on the east side. If it's coming from the south, you'd want to fish in the north. If it's coming from the northeast, you'd want to fish in the southwest. I think you have the picture, right? Does that really matter? I honestly don't know, but it does make things more interesting. It gives you something to think about and something to do, rather than just staying in the same spot all the time. And it's also a great way to discover the map. So yeah, that's what I did. Okay, lastly, let's talk about technique. So typically what I would do would be to cast out the purple, let it go to like the max distance, 90 feet or whatever, and maybe let it out to 110, 120, or just not at all. It doesn't really matter that much. The key is to have the boat between 5 and 7 knots. Anything lower than 5 knots, you're probably not going to get a mahi. You're going to get something else. If the boat goes faster than 7 knots, you're not going to get anything at all. So typically the mahi, you're looking for those surface fish on the sonar. They're the light blue ones. You're just going to go in circles. If you go at full speed at 7 knots, you're going to run right through them if you stay in a straight line. So basically just use your throttle, keep it between 5 and 7, and they typically hit when you're turning. They really like to hit when it's going 7 and you slow it down to 5 by turning. That seems to be the case. And if you find a unique, it may or may not be big enough. I never found one that was big enough before my time expired. So sadly, I didn't get this thing done. But I did get 2 or 3 uniques, and Just mark those spots because you're going to want to troll through them over and over again. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it very much. I'm sorry that I couldn't actually show you me catching the unique mahi-mahi that was 77.2, but it wasn't a complete waste of time. I had a good time. I got a couple of my personal best fish. I got my personal best yellow and blue fins, and some really big marlins, etc. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get back here again when I'm level 83. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.